Welcome home. We are WNST, AM 1570, Taos, Baltimore. We are Baltimore Positive, positively getting the Maryland Crab Cake Tour out on the road. New location next week. First time ever. We'll be at Sorrento of Arbutus on the 10th. We're also going to be back up at Greenmount Station in Hampstead, where we had some Maryland Lottery winners last month as well. It's all brought to you by the Maryland Lottery in conjunction with our friends at GBMC, as well as Farnan and Dermer. You will know them on Saturday if it's 95 degrees and your air condition breaks. So there are HVAC guys, 410-367-7777. June has sprung. The Birds are out of town. They'll be coming back next week. And I know the lottery has a whole bunch of promotional things that they do in the summertime because summer's fun. It's finally here. It's not 28 degrees. I'm not wearing a sweatshirt. John Martin is the executive director of all things Maryland Lottery and Gaming. What's going on? How are you? Lots of winners. We got Home Run Riches, and I see June's a spring, summer month for the Maryland
It,
Lottery.
it, it is a great time to be out with the lottery, both home and away. Here we have winners that literally pound on our door every day of the week, and we're happy to welcome them in and have some good stories on there. And then we also like to get out in the community. Have a number of events coming up here in the month of June. A couple ball games, couple fun events. So out and about. Hopefully, you can stop by and visit with us as we go around there. But I think where I want to start is talking about our promotions. These are ongoing. Go to mdlottery.com, get all the details about them because there are fun things to do for people to extend their playing experience. We have a lot of fun with various promotions like the NASCAR promotion. You can learn about that at mdlottery.com, where your Powerball tickets are entered into a drawing, and you can be one of 40 people in Maryland that are contending for that one spot that gets us in the national competition with other lotteries from around the country to win upwards of $1 million in Homestead, Florida in November. So that's a fun competition. People can check that out. But we always have the Birds. We always have our beloved Orioles and our home run
Well,
riches
they're more beloved
contest.
this week. I mean, when you start to win some games, they had a little 8-3 run. They're
They
hitting a home
did.
run almost every night. They're hitting at least one most nights for the most part. And I'm glad
And
they're costing you some money. They need more grand slams, but as long as they're winning, I don't even care if they're costing you money. How about that? As long as they
so
win.
the total as we speak, we have paid out over $86,000 in home run
Not
prize
enough. Not
totals.
enough. That's what I say. Not enough. Never enough.
And, but we always forget about the game itself. The home run riches walk off winnings are $5 fast play scratch off. It is a fast play game. It is a progressive jackpot. Now nearly $146,000 if you're lucky enough to win that jackpot. And it increments on every ticket sold until it's won, and then it gets reset at $40,000. But what we do is we pick contestants in the game for each and every game, home and away. And we have some fun with this because if you happen to be our VIP experience winner, as Arthur Clark was last month, you get upgraded, upsold, if you will, to the Truest Club, where you win the opportunity for you and three of your guests to partake in food, in beverage, in great seats for the game. And not only do you win $2,000 for being selected fan of the game, but you also have $5,000 for any grand slam and $500 for any Orioles hit. And spoiler alert, Arthur went to the game last month. There was one home run, so he walked away with $500 additional dollars.
The only
So
thing
that's a lot of
better
fun.
than like getting that $500 is being in the Truest Club while you're
Oh,
eating all that food and drinking all that drink when they hit one.
exactly, exactly. So we have two in the month of June. We have a rain out from April. So on June 10th, we will have one of our lucky contestants, Angela Ruffin from Colesville, Maryland, will be at the ballpark. We will be there to chronicle her exploits that day. And then at the end of the month, on the 29th of June, Tanya Howell from Randallstown will be our VIP experience winner. But each and every game, we have a contestant of the game. And coming up, got a big series this weekend with the Blue Jays, I believe, right?
That is correct.
Blue Jays coming up. And on Sunday, Linda Gerlach from Dunkirk, not Dundalk, Dunkirk, Maryland. Nestor, where in the world is Dunkirk, Maryland.
You got me. I really don't know. I should know this. Don't
Well,
tell me it's some adjacent neighborhood to Dundalk that I've never heard of. That no,
no,
like
no, no, no.
Nottingham. Like Nottingham's not a real place. That's Whitemarsh. They just call it Nottingham. So I don't. And John, I I have to throw myself on the mercy of the executive director, as well as Doug Lloyd and Seth Elkin as well. I did not. The old contestant of the game list at mdlottery.com was a list. Now it's like a little Gucci calendar here. I see all the names, all the places.
Yes.
So I get to look and see, like, as an example, on Saturday, Joseph Villa of Nottingham is the contestant. So there really is a Nottingham contestant on Saturday. Dunkirk, let's see here. I'm going through the rest of the month. Keisha Gold,
No, no,
Randallstown,
no, wait. You're
Baltimore, Crownsville,
don't go through the whole
Whiteville.
month because that's a tease for the rest of it. But Dunkirk,
I better
Maryland.
figure out where Goldsboro is. That's coming
Well,
up on the
that's right. That's
17th
right.
here. I don't know where Dunkirk is.
Dunkirk, is it missing?
And look, I could grab my phone and I
No.
could Google map it, but
Dunkirk is in Calvert County. It is, in fact, in the northernmost part, northwesternmost part of Calvert County. The census in 2020 puts it at about, I believe, 4,000 people, give or take.
Dunkirk, Maryland. I am looking. Oh my! Oh, it's right on the water. Hey, all
You've
right, all
been
right,
there.
all right. No, yes, I've been through there. It's on Route 4, south of Upper Marlboro, on the road to Prince Frederick. Yes, they have a lot of tributaries down there. Yes, a lot of. You know what? When you see down there, a lot of crab nets. That's all I was going to say because
Ah,
it's right. It's on the way down to Solomon. So okay, Dunkirk. Not as good
Dunkirk.
as
See?
Dundalk, I'll have
Well,
but
do
nice
not
to
get
know that it's
into a
still
battle
there.
of the Duns. We
I'm
don't we
not
don't need
done
that.
battling with your Dundalk and
Ooh,
Dunkirk. There you go.
ooh,
Being
nice,
witty.
nice. I did tee that one
Hard to
up
be
there for
witty
you.
at this hour, John Martin. It is. You know
It
this.
is. It is. So we wish all of our contestants of the game much success. We print money here, so we're more than happy to print out $500 bills for every home run hit.
You know what
Uh,
they can do with that money when they win? Because they've already won. They're already ahead of the game. They can drive down Route 4 through Prince Frederick, through St. Leonard, and they can have a
oh,
delicious breakfast near Lusby at the Frying Pan. There's a place called it's very famous, the
I
Frying
like what you
Pan,
did
right
there.
down
I
the
like
road.
what you did
So
there. You kind of
I'm just
worked that
proving you that I have been
local
there
tourism.
and I've had those blueberry pancakes at the Frying Pan in Lusby. I have. So there you go.
I never doubted for a minute that you had been there.
I've
Just
been
sometimes.
everywhere, man. John Martin is here. He's the executive director of all things Maryland Lottery and Gaming. He gives the money away. He makes the rules. I try to step over the lines a little bit with the rules and home run riches and other things. So we've got a lot of things going on. One thing I wanted to talk to you about was progressives because people keep
Yes,
hitting those, and sometimes I would think people hit a progressive jackpot and don't even know there is such a thing, right? Like they're just playing, they don't know, boom. In a casino, you always see like the numbers go up, and they always have a little Ed McMahon Tiffany there for you. But progressives are like they're a way of life at the Maryland Lottery, right?
that we do a great job of filtering them into the mix on our fast play games. And again, if you go to mdlottery.com and click on the fast play games, you'll have the ability to sort through that list and select progressive games so that you have an idea of what is in the lineup. And we do that from, I'm going to guess here from $1. Well, I don't have to guess. I can probably look at it. We do that from $10 price points, fives, ones, twos, 20s, literally up and down the fast play line.
There's a
And
lot of games here. I didn't know all of this. There's a
yeah,
lot going on here.
well,
Gone
we have some
crabbing,
fun.
double match, fold and win, platinum payout. Maryland 250. There's a Maryland 250 game. All right. I like it.
Yes, yes, especially in celebration of the 250th anniversary of our country.
The winning symbols are chirps, rockfish, or skipjacks. I like that. That's good.
Yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep,
where
yep.
do you come up with these games? You must have a whole
We
like
have a box.
Oopa Loopa department coming up with all the fun games here for everybody to have a good time, you
We
know?
have a box of games. We just kind of go in there sometimes blindfolded, pick one out, and say, "Hey, let's try this one. What do you think?"
All right. I like
It's a
it.
lot of fun.
Yeah, well, you
It's
guys
a lot
try
of
to do
fun.
that. So what else we
You,
got
you,
going on?
well, the only thing more fun than that is winners. When
Oh,
winners come
okay.
in who play these lovely games and they come to stop by, and I wanted to share a couple stories. You can get all the details at mdlottery.com. But I've got to share the story with you of a gentleman named Joe Lombardi, and you can see him on our website. Joe has served his country well, both in the service as well as in the police department here in the state of Maryland, and likes to play the lottery. Unfortunately, lost his wife about 5 years ago, but still enjoys with his children and going out and playing Keno and sometimes you get in a little rut and a little bad luck Keno, and so he switched up and decided to play a few scratch offs. Played our triple red sevens, where the top prize is $1 million. Joe won the second tier prize, which is $50,000. And the way that he won it, and it kind of tugs at you a little bit when you read stories like this and you get all the details. I don't want to make it too sappy here for you and I, but he uses a St. Jude keychain that his wife had to scratch his tickets. And while holding that,
That's a little bit of
he
piece of
scratched.
her when he's
Yeah,
scratching.
yeah, and
Okay, I like that.
won $50,000. And so he and his wife often enjoyed going to Hawaii. So he is going to take his family on their what would have been their 60th wedding anniversary in 2028 to Hawaii. So
See, you're
again, he's
giving me a tearjerker
oh,
here. This guy's
don't
up
the
in
little
Hampstead, man. I should
hairs.
get him a crab cake up at Greenmount Station in 2 weeks. He's right there on the scene. Bring his
Yeah,
family in. That's what I
yeah,
say.
yeah.
Well,
No,
Hawaii. Have you been to Hawaii?
I have not. I've got a tear jerking story that I'm not going to share now. But no, I have not.
You need to
Are you
go to
taking me?
Hawaii. No, you need to go to
Oh,
Hawaii. I'm just telling you.
uh,
Take Joe's advice and go to Hawaii. Take your
yeah.
family.
No, Joe. But again, those stories you like those stories. Here's a family guy. Enjoyed places for all the right reasons to have some fun, some entertainment, and I'm glad that the fortune shined on Joe and his family, and we wish them good health and success, and hopefully a great time in Hawaii in
Joe, go to
2028.
Maui. And Joe, one more piece of advice when you're there. Get the shaved ice. Every time you pass a stand, that's the rule in Hawaii. If there's a shave ice stand, you stop, you pull over, you get one because you need to
Is that,
hydrate yourself properly when you're in Hawaii.
is that like the shaved ice I can get on Route 40? Is that the same?
Similar, but they do snow caps there where they put like the little carnation evaporated milk over top of it, and it's delicious. So we got more
Ooh,
winter stories here.
we do, we do.
Somebody won $1 million recently, right? Like, is this
That can happen.
a DC guy? But somebody won $1 million here this week on a scratch, right?
They win $1 million. They win $50,000. They win various prizes up and down the line. I like stories like this one too. We've got our big spin, our second edition of the big spin, and we've talked about it before, which is the actual prize wheel. And if you're lucky enough to win a big spin on your ticket, you come in and you spin the wheel, and we had four of those so far. Four more still out there in the wild that hopefully will come forward. But this guy won the top prize on the scratch off, which is $50,000. Now it's not a big spin. He didn't come in to spin the wheel. He just did old fashioned scratch. Boom, right there, 50 grand. And very thrilled about that win. And again, we wish he and his, he's from Rockville. So we wish he and his family good fortune and good success with that $50,000 win. We're talking about checking off winners and scratch off tickets. And here's a little news you can use, Nestor, as you travel the landscape, and I know you're a big fan of our app. So we're going through some evolutionary changes with our apps, and as it impacts our scratch-off winners, we are going to suggest and redirect our scratch-off ticket winners who prefer to use the app to migrate over to the My Lottery Rewards app, as opposed to just the Maryland Lottery app. Maryland Lottery app is going on a little redesign. So in the short term, in the interim, if you're scratching your scratch off tickets, you must go to the My Lottery Rewards app. You can go visit us at mdlottery.com and find out how to download that for your Android or iPhone variations.
I better do
And
this right now. Hold on, I'm doing it right
yep,
now.
yep, yep, yep.
Give me this again. I'm going to go to the My Lottery Rewards app, right?
You're right, right. You may
Okay.
not be able to do it all on the phone because it's going to ask you to set up an account there and go through all
Well,
of
I
that.
just at least got to get I got to download the
Yep,
actual app.
yep,
Okay,
yep.
there it is right there. All right, My Lottery. I see it. Okay, good.
You can, of course, go to any of our nearly 4,300 retailers and scan a ticket. Many of our winners do that, going right back to the retailer that they bought it and scanning the ticket right then and there. That is always in force for all of our games, scratch off as well as draw and fast play games. And you can use your either app for draw games and fast play games. It's just on the scratch games. We're going to migrate everyone over in the short term to the My Lottery Rewards app. And I know since you are fond of handing out winning
There it is
scratch
right there.
off,
I got it right there. See it? That's it.
there you go. That's
That's
it.
it right there. That
There you go,
quick.
sports
All
fans.
right.
That'll do it.
I'm not
So that will
allowing you to
get you
send me a
started.
notification. Sorry, but that's okay. I
That's
don't
all right.
I don't allow
That's all right.
notification. But there it is. New app. I like it. All right, good. I've never seen that one. Okay.
So yeah, lots of fun there. And of course, when you go and become a My Lottery Rewards member, you are open up to a whole new world of things. One of the things I like to talk about are things that people want to perhaps check into and look at in terms of promotions and fun things. Here's one that's a sign of the times, Nestor. If you are a My Lottery Rewards participant, you can win a pantry restock. And in this time with escalating prices, who can't use a little restock of their pantry?
I'm
And
upset
we
about
are,
how much my cereal costs. I mean, people are
well,
upset about gas and different things like that, but I monitor my cereal prices, so I know what you're talking about with groceries. That's correct.
so between now and June 15th, if you enter your draw points, 15 draw points to enter into our pantry restock promotion, you will be potentially one of 15 winners. Prize value over $500, but you win things like batteries and Lysol and cleaning cloths and Scrub Daddies and Scrub Mommies. I'm a big fan of the Scrub Daddy Scrub Mommy. Do you know that franchise, Nestor?
I do because we make a mess. Yes,
Oh
things
yeah,
things
we
need to be
love that.
scrubbed. Even if you don't make a mess, you got to clean. You
You
just got to
need that.
clean.
You need that.
Cleaning products. That's another thing costs money. Cleaning products. So you're helping
Yep.
me out here. I
Yep.
like it.
Yep. So those types of things that you need to restock your pantry, check it out. So we have fun things like that, as well as other end of the spectrum, prizes for $1 million getaways to Homestead, Florida to win the Powerball championship, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I like when I go to like a bull roast or something, they give me little tickets and they like
Yep.
all the winning things you can drop your tickets in and you can put all your tickets in one bucket if you
Exactly.
like want that trip. You have Ocean City giveaways here, you have luggage giveaways here, you have gift card there's all sorts of things here. All right, so I'm
All
glad
for
you
being a
sent me
My
out to
Lottery
that. I
Rewards.
mean, you're educating me as we go along. John Martin is here. He is here to educate us. He's the executive director of all things Maryland Lottery and Gaming. We always remind everybody to do all of this responsibly. I know we have a good time, especially the baseball fans with Home Run Riches. We see it every single night. But 1-800-GAMBLER if you have a problem with this. And we got some sports wagering stuff going on too because you got NBA Finals, NHL's going on, different things going on, baseball playing every night. Just slow your roll. It's all good. Did I leave anything out here? I feel like we've got most of the stuff in here this week.
We got
I
most
know
of it in.
one thing you got going on is that your crew is out and about
Yep.
because like Zoomerang's going on. You got Oriole games. This is the time of the year. You don't do so much like in January and February because it's January and February. But once we
It's
get into
tough.
June and July, there's wine festivals, all sorts of stuff you're doing.
Yeah, we have some fun. We go out and they've moved the Westminster Wine Festival a little bit earlier in the year. It used to be more of a fall September event, but it will be this Saturday, June 6th, the Maryland Wine Fest in Westminster. Always a good event. We are happy to participate once again in that event.
Carroll
We'll
County
be at
Farm Museum, beautiful chunk
Yeah,
of land up there. I love
wonderful,
that place. Yeah.
wonderful. We'll be with the O's twice in June. Once on June 10th with the Mariners in town, and the end of the month on the 29th with the White Sox in town. Ironically, both of those days are our VIP experience days, where we will have our lucky contestants of the game who have won that VIP experience at the Truist Club to be there on site and hopefully root themselves on to hundreds of dollars of home run riches. So that will happen then. You mentioned the zoo. Did you realize it's the 150th anniversary of the
I got to
Maryland
get
Zoo? Did you
Kirby
know that?
on. I'm gonna have to get. I
Yeah.
love the zoo, so and I
Yeah.
haven't been there yet this year. We did do last year. They did the night lighted.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my son, his wife. They love the zoo. My wife loves the zoo. Brew at the zoo was a little bit of a bummer because of the weather. So
The
I
weather didn't
certainly
help.
hope
No.
we get great weather next Friday night. It's the 12th. It's at Zoomerang. It's 6 to 10. They're bringing it back, by the way. I don't know if you knew this or not. Zoomerang was
Oh, it's been
like
a long time.
a thing. I mean, I went to Zoomerang every year back in the 90s when I was on the air with Bobby Nick. Some memorable nights. So if you want to
Yep.
support the zoo, this is just a great chance to go out and do that.
And not to be too hoity-toity on it, check it out before you run out there. It's not necessarily the kind of thing with your flip-flops and your t-shirt. It's
It's
more of a
fancy. It's fancy.
yeah.
It's a
It's a night out.
Zoomerang. Yeah,
Yeah, the animals get dressed up. It's cute. I didn't. The penguins wear tuxedos. The whole thing is just
I have animal cummerbund and tie that I had from back in the 90s, and I threatened them that I was going to wear it. They said I needed to freshen it up and go with the theme and all that. I'm like, it's animals, it's theme, you know. So just good
Mm.
weather. That's got to be the theme. It's the 12th at Zoomerang. Maryland Lottery's involved in that. You guys are also doing the beer and barbecue stroll later this month too.
Oh, you know what? You can never have too much fun at a beer and barbecue stroll. So we will have that back in Westminster, kind of the center of the event universe here in the month of June. We'll be in Westminster twice, this weekend for the Wine Fest, and then in a couple weeks at the a beer and barbecue stroll. And then in my backyard in Perry Hall, we'll also be at the town fair. A nice little event there,
I've
right
been to
near the
that
high
event.
school.
I've set up at that event with WNST. Yeah, Perry
Yeah,
Hall.
yeah, very nice, very nice. So June will be literally every weekend in June. You can find us somewhere. Come look for us. Stop, spin the wheel, say hello. To get a picture taken with the lottery crew, maybe even with the executive director. I don't know.
Oh, or
Could be, could be.
which one are you going to?
I don't know. That's just it. I'm like, just navigate wherever I can,
I could
wherever I
see
can.
you at a beer and barbecue stroll. I picture
Oh,
you there at a wine fest on a beautiful day with your wife.
yep.
John Martin is here. He's the executive director of all things Maryland Lottery and Gaming. Encourage everybody to go out to mdlottery.com as well as the My Lottery Rewards app that the aforementioned that we talked to you about. All of the winners up. Somebody won $1 million in the District of Columbia. They have not put their picture up, but they did win $1 million. All the winners are up at mdlottery.com. I want to remind everybody, I'll be back in Carroll County just like this wine festival and the beer and barbecue stroll. We're going to be there on the 24th back at Carroll County in Hampstead at Green Mount Station doing the Maryland Crab Cake Tour. We will have scratch offs in the Maryland Lottery. Right now, I have the Maryland Treasures line. They've been very popular because there's 4 different ones, and they're this artistic motif, mainly of the Eastern Shore. And of course, my favorite place, the boardwalk in Ocean City. I smell the French fries right now, working their way up. Luke will be out in Owings Mills next week for all things mandatory mini camp. The Ravens are on the field next week, just 2 days. If you're on the WNST text service, you'll get that first. Breaking news, all brought to you by Cole Roofing and Gordian Energy. We will see you at Sorrento of Arbutus on the 10th. We're going to be out doing tons of Maryland Crab Cake tour stops all summer long as I bring it home, and hopefully the Orioles get above 500 here this weekend before they get home. I am Nestor. We are WNST, AM 1570, Taos, Baltimore, and we never stop talking Baltimore positive.